Nationals of Antigua, Jamaica, Grenada and other Caribbean countries are continuing their angry reaction to the insensitive and unstatesmanlike comments made by the outgoing Prime Minister Douglas on Wednesday night.
Look at what is happening in every country in the Caribbean in recent times where there were changes of government. Look at what is happening in Jamaica today. Jamaica is about to collapse.
With his campaign falling apart and the possibility of losing at the polls on Monday 25th, the Prime Minister appears to be crying to his supporters, telling them that Caribbean countries that changed their governments are facing hardships.
I am not calling down the government in Grenada at all. Several weeks ago, they could not pay their public servants on time. The government or the Prime Minister is incompetent, but I am speaking to what the facts are. Look at what is happening in nearby Antigua and Barbuda. Prime Minister Spencer is my friend, yes, but I say to you tonight, hardships in Antigua, is it because the government was changed?
Tell Mr. Douglas, and I'm glad if you're listening, get his own house in order first. Keep out of our business. I just want these people of St. Kitts to just hurry up and get him out.
Hardships in Antigua.
You realize that the red Kool-Aid has the same dulling effect on people's brains. And if that's the way he's going to proceed, I really hope that he goes on with this election.
And then you talk about CSME, CCJ, and CARICOM. They can keep that.
Hardships in Antigua.
It was very unfortunate because especially after all this time we're supposed to be CARICOM and OECS and all kind of things. Where does that leave us? But you don't just talk about Antigua and Grenada. You talk about Jamaica too.
Hardships in Antigua. Is it because the government was changed?
Isn't it because he's still in power why St. Kitts have some 27 murders for last year?
My message is to our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister need to put them in their place.
Dr. Denzel Douglas, it was willful, intentional, and just disrespect.
It's an unfortunate statement that the PM of St. Kitts made, but I do hope our people here are not hearkening to that foolish idea. We cannot go back. If we go back to what we had before, it's a waste of time.
Hardships in Antigua, is it because the government was changed?
I want Denzel to know you take care of St. Kitts and Nevis business, we'll take care of our own.
What in last all is it?
Vote PAM, and you'll be enriched.
Members and friends of the People's Action Movement. I stand with the next Prime Minister of this country. To let the world and the Caribbean know that we in St. Kitts and Nevis, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, truly respect and regard our CARICOM brothers and sisters. And I apologize on behalf of our country to all our CARICOM brothers and sisters in Jamaica, in Grenada, in Antigua, and elsewhere. And brothers and sisters, it grieves me because I was one who signed the OECS treaty right here in Bastille. And we didn't sign it behind closed doors. We signed it in full view of the people of this country in Church Street. Brothers and sisters, I am proud of what we did and what we achieved in the OECS with Compton and Charles and Bud and Mitchell, right? Eugenia. I am proud of what we achieved. And the foundation that we laid for what the OECS is today. It is totally disrespectful and insulting for the person who holds the post of Prime Minister in this country to be casting aspersions on other Prime Ministers. Yes, brothers and sisters, you notice the shirt is white, but on it is the image of our country. And we cannot stand by and see our country die. And that is why I have briefly come out to do whatever I can to ensure that there is change in this country. We must bring an end. We must bring an end to the incompetence, to the mismanagement, to the corruption of the labor leadership. Brothers and sisters, I am speaking specifically of the labor leadership because there are many people in this country, for one reason or the other, some misguidedly, who support labor, but they are our brothers and sisters. They are our neighbors. But the leadership has taken this country down the drain. And what this country needs is leadership. You know, it was interesting to me, brothers and sisters, that Dr. Douglas brought former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson here, I suppose, to endorse him, to speak at his function. But it was instructive to note that Prime Minister Patterson said that he was impressed by the fact that the people of this country had got back the land. The thing is, nobody tell Prime Minister Patterson how the land get back. I think it was to be embarrassing to Douglas to sit there and hear Prime Minister Patterson give kudos to this country for getting back the land from the former landowners, because it was under PAM, under my leadership, that this land become available. And now, brothers and sisters, we are standing on the brink of yet another massive change, because the People's Action Movement of today, under the visionary leadership of Lindsay Fitzpatrick Grant, is going to see to it that the people of this country now have the opportunity to really get the land in their hands, 99 cents a square foot.